Honorable guest, Mr. Manoj Manikandan, Senior Software Engineer, Ligato Technology, Bangalore. Our respected principal, Dr. Palaniswamy sir, Dean, Director, professors from various institutions all over India. A very good morning to everyone, and thank you all for virtually joining us at the second day of 7-day FDP on data sciences. On behalf of our institutions and my department, I welcome our resource guest, Mr. Manoj Manikandan, to share his knowledge on insight to data science. Thank you. Sir, we can start, sir.
Yes, sir. So in
Yes,
this
sir.
session, like we'll be covering the need for data science and what the data science and what is a data scientist and a role of data scientist with an example. So in day-to-day life, how it works, the car takes its decision where to apply the brake, where to turn right and where to turn left, where to slow down. So all the control of the car is automated with the data science. And the studies have revealed that almost it minimizes the accidents and root out more than 2 million deaths caused by the car accidents annually. And also, a lot of testings are going on uh, to make this optimized car into picture in 5 or 10 years. Another example where airlines, the flights get delayed at the last moment and it gives creates an issue for the customers. But the data science is useful in taking a better route planning and customers can be predicted. Also, due to improper route planning and customer don't get the flight for the desired time and inadequate equipments. So with the help of data science, this is possible. It gives a solution for both the airlines and the passengers for rescheduling the flight or if any issue occurs, it will be notified in prior. Better route planning can be done whether to schedule direct or connecting flights with the help of predictive analysis. Predictive analysis implies some algorithms to predict and inform prior to the customers. Suppose if I am traveling once in a month for a place, this can be predicted and promotional offers can be given based on my travel history. It is also helpful to decide which better class of planes can be purchased for a better performance. Many logistic companies also use the data science technology like FedEx for deciding which route, which is a better route and minimal time taking to deliver the product to a customer, and also what is the better mode of transportation. So overall data science is useful in taking a better we are stuck with through predictive analysis where we forecast the weather in the flight case. Also, it is also used to forecast the demands for a products in future. Pattern discovery is another important criteria which is used to recognize a pattern for a particular product. Say for example, a sale of a particular product is increased over time. So that is a pattern format for a product which also can be predicted using the data science. So now online purchasing is very common. Suppose we are deciding a product to purchase online. I go and look for products sold by the websites. For example, if I'm buying a furniture, I'll not go and check in Mintra, whereas Mintra don't sell the furnitures, whereas other websites it sells. Although if it is selling those furnitures, I would go and check for the rating. If it is greater than 4 or not, although it gives a good rating, I will check for discounts. If the discount is more than some percentage, I'll prefer that site for buying the product. So I'll choose that product. So data science overall gives an idea of this chart. Today, if I'm checking for a furniture and leaving it as such, when I go tomorrow, I will see a lot of options giving me. So this site is greater than 4 or not. giving you this much discount. I'll get various other options in my mobile or my device. So this is because of the data science. Data science is not only for this, but also gives a answer for various questions. For example, if I'm booking a cab, I have to check for like which route it takes me in a minimal time. Also, if I can see whether it's not only for this, but also gives any answer for various questions. For example, if for like which route it takes me in a minimal time. Also, if TV channels like Netflix and many other TV channels, which viewers who viewing the more a number of programs, which program is famous in the audience. And gives an analysis report to the advertisers so that they make beneficial out of it. It is also used to track the functionality of the refrigerators or some appliances, whether it needs an service or it should be replaced, the tracking of the appliances. And also it is used for elections to predict who will win the election with the help of some analysis like personalized messages and tracking the votes. So overall, this can be achieved with three simple steps: asking the right questions, understanding the problem of the business, and gathering all the required data and putting it to a modeling system which will model the data and gives a solution. Finally, it has to be communicated in a pictorial way like visualization or slides. So business intelligence is one technology used for data analytics in the initial days. Now with data science into picture, let's see how data science is different from business intelligence. With data source, BI is for structured data. ERP use relational database managements like tables and SQLs are used. Data science, in addition to structured data, it also have unstructured data where if the customer gives some feedbacks, the data are like unstructured. It can be captured through weblogs. On perspective of method, analytical is used in BI, which gives the historical data of a product, whereas data science gives more deeper analysis of the data, gives the future predictions as well. BI is more of visualization and little of statistics. Data science involves more of statistics along with machine learning and visualization. BI gives the sales history of a product and all the past and present data. Data science, along with it, it gives the demand for a particular product sales as well. Okay, so let's see the prerequisite for data science. The three C's are most common for data science, which is the general basic thing: the curiosity, to understand what is the problem and ask the right question. Suppose if I'm asking a wrong question and I'm getting the answers, actually that is not the answer which I'm looking for. So a lot of data science projects fails because of not understanding the business problem properly. The next C is common sense, where when problem to understand the business problems and to detect a solution for it along with the data. So when we collect data, we need to understand like what is the useful data in it and which are the data to be removed for the analysis. Finally, the communication skill also plays an important role. When all the data analysis is done through all the models, finally it has to be communicated to the business stakeholders by the data scientist in an understandable way. The other prerequisites like machine learning is the background is used for the analysis purpose, like which model can be implemented for a data analysis based on the data. Of course, modeling is also important. Modeling prevails the which calculations and predictions from the data along with the data derived. So as I said, data science involves more of statistics. Statistical skill is also important along with the modeling. We also have a skill set on the programming language to a not great extent, but of course it is essential. Programming languages like Python or R is essential for modeling. Database management system is also important where we get the data. So how to get the data and what are the sources where we can take the data, how to propertize the data is also an important factor. So let's see about the tools and skills required for the data science. So data science, I can divide it into data analysis, data visualization and all. So for data analysis, the skills required is R, Python and statistics. R is another program language which is famous now. Like initially it was not that much. Like in the recent days, R is getting more popular where is for the data analytics. And some of the tools like SAS and RStudio, R can be executed in RStudio. SAS is another analytical tool which is used for the data analysis, extract, transform, load. And SQL is used for querying the database. Hadoop is used for both structured and unstructured data. And the tools are most commonly used are and the tools are most common as Informatica. And for data visualization, R and Python libraries are most commonly used. The tools like Tableau is very famous. And for data, Python libraries are most commonly used. So these are not limited to my tools and skills, and there are vast variety of skills and tools are eligible. The most commonly used are the one the currently I'm showing. So what does a data scientist do? Now we got a clear picture of what is data science and how it works. So what does data scientist do? So now a data scientist will be given a problem, a real world problem, and he, with the help of the data, he'll arrive with a solution for it. So the initial step is collecting the data. The data won't be in a propertized way. He collects the raw data and put it into a format, collecting the data. The data won't be in a he collects the raw data and put it into a format, structurize it, and analyze the data, correct the object not being the proper or required format. So with the various modeling techniques we have discussed, so this has been properized and stakeholders. So let's see data science life cycle with an example. So there are various stages where the data analyst or the data science has to travel. The first step is the concept study. Concept study is where we identify the problems or the business statements is given to a data scientist. With the help of the concept study, we go through all the stages to arrive at a solution. For example, to predict the price of 1.35 carat diamond, all the data has to be collected to reveal the price of 1.35 carat the primary step of the data analysis, where all the required data are collected from different sources which are all available.
சாருதான் எப்படி இவ்வளவு அழகா வந்துச்சாரு இங்கே
Okay, audience, can you go on mute, please? So data munging is the primary step. We collect data from various sources. For example, I've collected this data, or some values will be missing. You have to propertize the data with some techniques. Suppose if I have missing data like how I can manage this. For example, there are there are millions of records and 100 records is having a missing of data. In that case, like I can remove the data and process the remaining data. The other way, like if I have more number of data is missing, I can take the mean value of it and put it in the missing fields and do the analysis. So these are some ways where the data preparation can be done. So once the data is prepared, it goes into a model planning. So which data will be used for the model planning? are required for the analysis and so this can be planning can be done by we can use R or Python or SAS or MATLAB so for data modeling. So once it is done, we go through building through various algorithms. So machine languages can be used to predict algorithm. For example, if I see the graph is going in a linear fashion, I can go for linear regression models of algorithm or the logical algorithms. So likewise, it goes through the model building. So here we see there is an increase in the percentage of the carat of the diamond, and it goes in a linear fashion. So I prefer linear regression algorithm modeling. Finally, once the modeling is done, the end result has to be communicated in a understandable way. I can go for a pictorial representation of dashboard or a presentation in a different format of statistical report. So effective data scientist is one who conveys the problem solution in a presentable way and providing a proper solution for it that the business can understand it and implement it as the final stage. So finally, once the business stakeholders agree with the approach of the business scientist, then it gets implemented gradually. So that's the summary of the cycle of the data science, which involves the concept study where identifying the problem and data preparation. Data preparation involves the collecting of raw data and processing it through model planning and model building. Once the end result is arrived, it goes to the stakeholders and which get us operationalized. So there are highly demand for data scientists in various industries. For example, gaming, health sector like healthcare to predict the diseases and also for understanding their membership benefits and of their healthcare benefit plans in finance, marketing, and technology. So here we come to the end of this session. We have discussed the need for the data science and where it has been used, what is data science and how it is different from business intelligence. We have seen the prerequisite skills and tools required for a data scientist and the life cycle of a data scientist with an example. So that's the end of the session. So if you have any questions, you can ask. So data mining is part of a data science where um, it involves, so it is again a part of data science. And data mining and data collection is an challenges for the data science where some point of time we will not get the required data actually what we are looking for. So data mining comes as a part of data science. Any other question, guys? Okay, the importance of data science in the modern world. So everywhere, like in future, due to the technology, we have a lot of innovation and new technology comes in. But if data science has been becoming more popular these days, it gives future predictions. For example, in the case we saw in the furniture buying, it gives us a lot of options for us. We could have come across this in our day-to-day life as well. Suppose if I want to buy a T-shirt, I go and check in a site. It gives me various options for me to purchase the products. Similarly, this is a small case, but this can be used in a various fields to determine and optimize the products, like automotive sector or computer sector, healthcare industry. So everywhere this technology is becoming popular now to predict the future and determine and to give us a solution for the diseases. For example, we are having of this corona and lockdown here. So this analysis can be done on a more thought. We can we could have predicted this before, and we could have taken up precautions for this. Recent trend in data science is many things are coming up, like machine learning. Various tools have been invented. So pandas are used for various data analytics, and it will be using for predictive analysis as well to create hypothesis testings and all.
So there is one question, sir.
Okay, yeah, I could see. How can do freelance data science work? Is that possible? Yeah, freelance data works are possible, but we would need a hands-on experience on that before going into a freelancing. Now, like industry, there are a lot of data scientists are required, and most of them are not aware of data scientists and how it works. Many industries want people of data scientists, so they offer many courses as well. So, which will work only if we have a data hands-on experience on it. Once we get hands-on experience, then like we can do a freelancing on it in our own. So that way, it will be helpful. There have any relation with AI? Yeah, this is an advanced technology. AI is also being a part of it, but it involves like it is vast, which involves like many other language like Python, Hadoop, or machine learning. But a minimal thing of with a set of business tools like SAS or R Studio, along with some programming language, Python or machine learning, will help you do. So we cannot cover all the programming languages, all the tools as part of it. For a basic need, we can go with the SAS R Studio, along with some programming language which we are free languages. Go with Python or Hadoop. Along with that, you can take some analysis tools. That way, it will be helpful.
Any other queries? Kanagaraj sir, shall we end the session?
End the call.
Okay. I would like to thank Mr. Manoj Manigandan sir from Legato Health Technology for his informative and excellent session with us. And also, we feel sorry for the inconvenience due to some network issues. And I would like to thank all the participants for their kind cooperation throughout the session. Thank you all.